PJ, and thank you very much for your time this morning. So, WhatsApp? I mean, how does it all work?
Thanks for the opportunity, and good morning to the viewers. Yeah, it's really, we went on a long journey kind of exploring how do we deliver art in a new way in this digital space instead of using traditional social media platforms or data-heavy websites, things like that. So as a festival, My Body, My Space has always been dedicated to inclusivity and access. And so we arrived at WhatsApp as the most used platform. It's efficient in terms of data and it's easy to access. So we are making use of as a cloud-based service provider. So if you think of our own Department of Health coronavirus chat or the World Health Organization's coronavirus chat, where you send a greeting to a number, you receive a message and a menu, and so you go. So for us, you send literally the word hi, H-I, nothing else, no punctuation, no emojis, to 0600 11 444, and you will get the first kind of welcome menu. And from the menu, you will find a series of prompts that you follow. So you always replying by entering, sending, typing in a word, a number to the WhatsApp line, and it releases the content to your phone. So the videos, the performances literally get sent straight to your phone.
PJ, as it happens in business, you would expect that things are done based off of market research. So I'm assuming you guys would have kind of figured out that this is something that people will appreciate, because I mean, and I'm going to say this having seen, responses from social media, a lot of people didn't like the fact that Mark Zuckerberg just decided that he's going to add himself to stories on WhatsApp, so people don't want to feel like they're being invaded on WhatsApp. So I'm assuming that this is something that was done, because people would have responded very positively to it.
Exactly. So the big difference between this platform and, for example, it's not a chat and it's not a broadcast. So you're not going to get spammed. You're not going to get unnecessary messages. You're not going to get notifications, anything like that. You, as an audience member, lead the conversation. We will only step in if we see you getting lost or not knowing what to do, or if you ask us a question, if you literally ask for help. And I think that, that the messages remained end-to-end encrypted. Your privacy is protected. We don't have any access, and neither does WhatsApp have access to all your content. And in terms of the kind of market research, we're a rurally based arts organization, and the festival has always played out in rural spaces. And so we discovered that majority of our audience, majority of our target market, were accessing the internet via the cellular devices and using cellular data. And cellular data is really expensive. So we had to find a solution to delivering the arts in an efficient, inexpensive way.
The arts industry has been heavily affected by COVID-19, which, of course, has forced the industry itself to think out of the box. I mean, not to say that there's not been a lot of thinking out of the box pre-COVID, but are you guys appreciative of the fact that, this pandemic and this, very terrible situation has allowed you guys to, think differently and just explore what it is the arts industry can do beyond what it has done?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's really important, is that this moment this moment in our kind of shared story is such a huge moment of loss on so many levels. And the arts sector and the whole entire creative industries has lost incredibly. The ability to work, the ability to meet with audiences, the ability to gather, the ability to earn income. And so it has literally been a moment of like, okay, so there is nothing. So now what? So how do we work? How do we approach this moment differently? And we need to approach the moment, and we need to confront the moment, because we need to keep working. And so that's really important. And so while it has been a devastating time and incredibly challenging on many, many levels, I think creatives have the ability to find innovative solutions.
PJ, are you hoping that this can galvanize and inspire other theatre companies to perhaps follow in this particular route? And let's think forward to COVID is done, the pandemic is over, we don't have to wear masks, we can actually go to theatres. Are you hoping that this still becomes a feature in the industry?
So yes, I do. I think that none of us can wait for that moment where we can gather again, where we can give each other hugs, where we can be in close proximity to each other and see each other smile in person and not only digitally. So that kind of community, that coming together, is really important, and what we all live on, and what artists really thrive on. But the digital world has forced us into the 21st century. So COVID has forced us into the 21st century, kicking and screaming, but it has forced us. It's forcing us all there. And I think it's something we have learned. We are learning how to access audiences in new ways. We are learning how to access broader audiences, bigger audiences, cross borders, travel internationally without having to move. And so I think, and I really hope that as a sector that we can meet again soon and gather again soon and create again soon, but take with us into that moment the learning of the digital space.
PJ, thank you so much for your time this morning, and well done on thinking out the box and bringing theatre to the kinds of platforms that it's never been to. That's PJ Sabaga, who is, of course, from the Forgotten Angle Theatre Collaborative, and he was just talking to us about how the theatre company itself has taken theatre to WhatsApp.